All right, good morning. It is Friday arm day. I'd probably say the second best day of the week behind a Monday chest day. But starting off here after a little bit of warm up with single arm tricep push downs. Last week, I liked what I did, where I did heavier push downs closer to my body first and earlier in the workout. And then later on, I flared my elbow out and did like the extensions. So kind of thinking heavy push down, lighter extension. Felt pretty good last week, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I got the long D handle on this time. Who knows if it's gonna be better than a short detail. But if it doesn't feel good, then I'll switch and I'll adjust this angle accordingly, but should feel pretty nice. Rather take a step back. I'm almost square up. I'm a little angled. Probably, I have it at 22.5, so I'm hoping for like 10. 8 really good heavy ones, or 10 with partials, or 12 with partials. Huh. 8 full ones, I'd say even 9 full ones, and then 1 partial. Time to do the same thing on this side. Ten good ones. All right, that feels excellent right now. All right, time for set number 2. Same thing, same weight. Trying to get another good set of 10. Really keeping my upper arm locked in place to the best of my ability during these sets. And when I get to the bottom, since I'm so tight, since my arm is so tight to my body, I can really kind of twist my wrist. Imagine not just pushing down, but rotating and pushing out that way, really lining up the triceps. Very nice. All right, those push downs felt good, but while I'm still fresh, switch it up, do a little bit of overhead extension, and then I'll kind of just work around the range of motion. So I did 2 sets of press downs. I'll probably do 2 sets of overhead. Maybe I'll do 2 sets of lateral and just right out to the side. And hopefully by 6 sets, I'm pumped. And then I'll do biceps. So today's gonna be all triceps, then all biceps. Gotta lower the weight. Really trying to keep my tricep and my upper arm in general as vertical as I possibly can. Maybe angled out a little bit while I press diagonal. All right, 12. Something with the plastic D handle when I'm doing overhead, my wrist always wants to keep moving. I wish I could just have a stick. Like I have one of the stick attachments here where it's just the straight one, but at the top end of the rope, my wrist will always like be in an awkward position. So I've seen on Instagram like guys 3D printing their own wrist braces. I wish I had one of those. From the back, you can kind of see the angle. So I'm kind of going 45 degrees out, 45 degrees forward, taking a step forward, and really pressing diagonally in 3 dimensions. Elbow as high as I can. My left elbow is my more sensitive of the two. So if I'm pressing in a weird direction or a weird angle, then my left tricep is the first one to flare up. But that felt pretty good. I don't know why, but my left tricep fatigues faster than my right. But I'll do another set here, or a third if it still feels good. All right, move the camera a little bit so you can better see the vantage point of what it looks when it's straight on. So, first tricep as high as I can get, 45 degrees. And then I'm kind of pressing with the back of my hand rather than like the side of my hand or the front of my hand. It helps me line up everything better. So elbow as high as I can go, 45 degrees. All right, that's 13. Now you can see it from the back as well. Trust as high as you go, 45 degrees in both directions. Good set. Not very glamorous, just doing one at a time and doing 10 to 12 reps, but it's all the same. I was just talking about how not very glamorous it was, but now I'm gonna do some British sets. So, I honestly could go a little bit heavier, just one. So 47.5 pounds on this one. And yeah, now I would like to use the W bar. However, this W bar is only half worn and I can really feel the imbalance, even if it is just 1/8 of an inch worth of padding on one side versus the other, and it throws me off. So as much as I'd like to use the W bar, I'm gonna use the straight bar. I may just do the one set of the straight bar if it doesn't feel good, and then I'll just move on. But if you're not making silly faces when you're trying to do tricep pushdowns, then you're not putting enough effort into them. And I'm really, again, trying to pump the lats so that I'm not using my traps and arcing down. So yeah, you could do pushdowns like this, straight up and down, but I always feel a chest contraction when I do that. But I want to, so shoulders forward, lats forward, and arc. $12 and a partial. Good. See, because I was arcing my triceps and I wasn't just thrashing them like this, my elbows don't hurt. And it's more symmetrical that way, at least in my head. All right, I have to go in like 10 minutes. So I could only do triceps today, save biceps for tomorrow, like do biceps and shoulders tomorrow, and then do legs on Sunday, which I have a half a brain to. Or do all triceps now, and then if I get released from work early of tonight, come back here and do biceps and shoulders after work. Which, now that I think about it in the moment, I wouldn't be so opposed to, especially if it is just 30 minutes, quick bicep pump, that's it. Or, if I even do just wait till tomorrow, I can take my time and do an entire shoulder day, which I don't do often, because I'm, either focusing on triceps and biceps, or I'm just fatigued and I just want to skip. But I think I'll decide that after this set of triceps. But I think I am leaning towards separating it. So again, elbows forward, lats engaged, traps off. So I think 10 and 1 partial. Yeah, feels good. All right, I've decided I am gonna split up this arm day so that this is just gonna be triceps. So I'll be able to fit probably, I think, two more sets. So right now, I got the cuff because I don't want my left elbow to get any more sensitive than it already is. And I'm gonna be fully engaging the lat and then keeping my arm at this natural angle. So keeping the upper arm as stable as it can be, taking a step back, also so I'm driving back to really shorten the tricep. And I have it at 12 and a half now. Hopefully the cuff works. If the cuff doesn't feel good, I'll just stop and switch to something else. So, lat fully engaged, take a step back. All right, so a higher rep set, 20 reps. Since it's a lighter weight, I could just take a step back, get rid of the stability, but I kind of like holding on. So Let me move this. Boom. I got out of position there. Another 20 reps on that side too. Nice. All right, last set of triceps. Pump cover off. I haven't looked at the tricep pump yet, at least with the pump cover off. So, hopefully it looks good after this set. So, again, really engaging the lat, keeping the upper arm stable, and just going out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was like 14 and 2 partials. Hopefully you can actually see the tricep contraction with the pump cover off now. Nice. Boom. Boom. Time for the pose down. Nice. All right, very quick pose down because I have to go. Really happy with the tricep bump from my shoulder. An actual curve right here coming down to the elbow. That's very, very nice. And a curve down here from the armpit out to the elbow as well. All that muscle. Here too, from the rear delt, down to the tricep, down to the elbow. Hopefully you see the tricep down to the elbow. Very nice. All right, time for them to go to work. All right, got released from work way earlier than I thought, so I'm gonna finish my arm day. And maybe I'll only do biceps and maybe I'll save shoulders for Sunday. especially because tomorrow I'm gonna go for another RPE 9 time kind of squat day. So we'll see. It might be a boring session of biceps too today. It might just be 4 or 5 straight sets of that, or a combination of some easy bar curls as well.